Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm here to talk about the third episode of Tokyo Revengers, and I really enjoyed this episode. I've said it in both of my previous videos that when I watched the special premiere, this is the stuff that I liked and this is what got me hooked to the show, all the content of episode number 3. And even though I was watching it again, this was for the second time, I still enjoyed it as much as I did when I first watched it in the special premiere. And throughout the episode, I was just really excited to see all this stuff, and I'm also really excited to see where the story goes on now, because this is all I knew and now it's just gonna be everything new for me. So this was hype. Let's just talk about it. So first we were introduced to two new characters in this one. That was Mikey or Manjiro, and the other guy whose name I don't know, who has a dragon tattoo on his head. And I really like both of those guys, and as I've said, this is what got me hooked to the show, and I think so it's just only uphill from here, and it's just gonna keep on getting better and better. So first of all, our boy Takemichi, and he was fighting Kiyomasa, and he was getting beaten, but of course this time, as he said, he's not gonna run away. This time he's gonna just do things differently and make sure that he does not run away from people, and make sure that life goes better this time. And he also wants to save Tachibana. That's his biggest goal, so that is great. And I said it in the previous video that I really like that red-haired guy, a friend of Takemichi, and this is the reason I like him, because he was ready to stab Kiyomasa. He was like, you know what, it's we have been slaves of them and it's just not a good life. So I was just ready to stab him. We might have to kill him if we would have to get out of their clutches, but today, because of Takemichi, they were able to get out, because Mikey took a liking to him. And I'm pretty much sure if they try to do anything to them and Takemichi tells Mikey that this is what's happening, yeah, Kiyomasa is gonna get his ass handed to him again. So just like he got in this episode, Mikey came, and I don't know what I'm gonna call him. I think so I'm gonna call him Mikey and not Manjiro. So yeah, I'm gonna call him Mikey, and he just beat Kiyomasa to pulp, and he took a liking to Takemichi, because he's got guts. He was not ready to give up, and yeah, that's what he liked about him. And also the other dragon tattoo guy also said that people can there are a lot of people who can fight, but there are not a lot of people who will stand up for others and they have guts, so yeah, you are one of them, so just think about it. So he has been, I guess, kind of invited to join them. And also we get to know that we already knew that because of the Tokyo Manji gang, Tachibana ends up dying, and right now we see Mikey, and they don't seem that bad of people. Yes, they are delinquents, and they came to his school and just beat up all the third years. Yes, that's not a nice thing to do, but they don't seem like really bad people. They still seem like they are they can be fixed, and it's not fixed, but they just aren't that bad people. They are just delinquents, so it's okay. And they just came and were taking what's his name, Takemichi. They were like, okay, you know what, come here. And Tachibana, she sees him just getting beaten up every time, so she thought that because of these two guys, that's why Takemichi just keeps on getting injured and wounds and everything. And she goes and slaps Mikey, and then she was shitting her pants. Literally, she was trembling because she did something and just now was scared. So yeah, she was taking Takemichi back, but then the dragon guy grabbed her hand, and that's where Takemichi stood up for her, and that's what they like about him. And he first of all threatened the dragon guy. Dragon guy also was later you try to threaten me. And Takemichi was like, I'm sorry. And yeah, he ended up liking that part about him. And Mikey was like, I'll never lay a hand on a girl. So as I said, they are not bad people per se. And that is really interesting, because we know that the other leader, we saw him, he looks like an evil person. So maybe there was some kind of an argument, but maybe something between them. Because of that incident happened, and more the cause of that incident might be that other guy, because Takemichi is also in on Mikey's side, and Mikey, as I said, they don't seem like that bad of a people. So I'm really looking forward to where story goes, because there's no way he can stop both of them from meeting. They will meet, but he will have to change the course of how things goes, because it's already changed. Previous time, Takemichi just left them and just left the town and everything. But this time he's here, and he got rid of the, they are not slaves anymore. So that's good for them. So they are already a change. So I don't know how it makes a difference in the future, because in the future he was living in a different, so his life was different. He was living in a different town and everything. So I don't know how this is going to affect that. We are not explained, because if I don't know how it's, I don't know. I don't know about the time thing. And as I said again, if they don't end up explaining anything and they don't go to the future that much, like not the future but the present that much, I don't care. But like if Takemichi fixes this and then he goes back to his like present self, and the things are same. I mean, he's still with Naoto in that room. Like that would not make sense. So I hope, I'm sure, like they would at least explain what is going on. I don't think so. It's gonna just go back to Takemichi being just the same guy he was. Of course, I think so. There has to be a change in the future too. So, and also, you know, there is the like thing where okay, if Takemichi, you know, did this, then his life was different in the future, and maybe then he would have not gotten the power, or maybe since Tachibana didn't die, he wasn't near the train track and never don't, you know, anything could happen. I don't know with the time travel thing, but right now story I feel like it's gonna go really interesting. And if you're still not hooked by the show, I guess you can drop it. But I think so most of the people, if you like weren't a fan of episode 1 and 2, which I wasn't either, after this episode I think so you have to be invested in this show. And as I said, I'm really looking forward to what happens next. So that's it about episode number 3. Let me know what did you guys feel about it in the comments below, and if you ended up enjoying the video, leave a like and subscribe. And I will be here for episode number 4 next week. So till then, have a great time. I'll meet you in the next one.